everybody, welcome back. I'm pretty excited about this one. This is Cerebus from Spirit Halloween. My wife and I have wanted one of these forever. And so we spent the $129.99 and got one this year. So here you see me unboxing everything. That is, I'm assuming, the fog hoses. And that's the plastic body shape. And the instructions, hopefully better than they were for the Grave Watcher, if you saw that video. Just joking. Spirit Halloween actually does make some pretty great stuff. So there's the one of the heads. Love the detail on this. So they pack it pretty tightly. When I say that, I just mean it's pretty secure in the box. So there's another one of the heads. And I'm going to assume, yep, this is the final head. And my favorite, wires. Just joking. One of the legs. And his other leg. And they're not flimsy. I was actually kind of surprised. They're pretty sturdy. And I'm assuming that's a fog hose adapter. And kind of like with the Grave Watcher, I'm going to assume that there's some screws in the box. And yep, sure enough. Pack of screws. And the AC controller. And I did notice they actually give you some spare screws, which is awesome. And not sure what that is. I'm going to assume that maybe goes to the fog controller. And this looks like the main part of the frame. So all I'm doing is there's a twist tie and I loosened it and pulled out the frame. And it does have some weight to it. Seems like pretty sturdy construction. And yep, that's pretty much it. So I did notice on the main frame that the stabilizer leg is actually zip tied to the frame. So you can see here I'm just cutting off the zip ties. I'll show you the leg here in just a second. So there's your stabilizer leg. It does have a push lock on it. Pretty simple. It is square tube construction, so I'm actually kind of impressed about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and start assembling it. So there is a center hole, as you can see right there. And there's 4 little holes around the center hole. So just push your leg in. And the 4 little holes, it kind of looks like the protruding pieces on the leg go through it, but they actually don't. So don't force it. And there you can see the leg set up. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the bracer leg, as I call it, and it just snaps in. So here's a little better view. Just push the button and push it in. So that's pretty much the frame. Pretty simple. And all I'm doing is just aligning up the protruding pieces with the holes in the frame. So again, don't force those pieces in. So I'm going to give you a quick tip. As far as for your head placement, just look for, on one of the heads, there's actually a little Velcro tab. And that one is actually going to go in the center. The other 2 are pretty much identical and they just go on the sides. So your fogger hose, again, that's going to be tucked up inside your heads. You can go ahead and pull that out. Just don't yank on it, of course. And the heads actually just push in. And you're actually going to put a screw in. Which I'll show you here in just a little bit. I just wanted to go ahead and get the heads on, and then I was going to put all the screws in at once. I'm already liking how this looks. Again, my wife and I saw this several years ago, and we absolutely fell in love with it, but at that time, Cerebus was, I'm trying to remember, I want to say it was about $250 to $300. And when we saw that we could get one this year for $129, we jumped on it. So there you can kind of get a good profile of all 3 heads. So love the detail on this thing. And again, your center head's actually going to have a Velcro tab on the very top. And I'll show you here. I'll give you a little bit of detail. So this is your screws. And again, they do actually give you a spare one in case you do lose one. I actually really did like that Spirit Halloween put that in. So it's just 3 screws and 3 nuts. So nothing complicated. They actually go in really easy. So the wiring setup was pretty simple on this one. There's color-coded wires, and you'll just connect the 3 color-coded wires to the heads. And here's what I was talking about, the tab on the center of the middle head. So that's where your IR sensor is going to go. So your IR sensor will connect to the color-coded wire that's on your controller. So basically just push it on the top of the middle head. It does have Velcro, and then attach your wire. Again, the wires are color coded on this, so you really can't mess it up. The instructions were actually very clear on this one as compared to the Gravedigger, so really impressed with this one. And here's your coat, if you will. So it's got Velcro, and just unhook your Velcro and just place it around the heads. So once you get your coat on Cerebus, the only thing to do is to test it and see how it's going to work. I'm excited. Hopefully I connected the wires right. And wow, that is loud. Love it. So to hook up your fogger, it's pretty simple. So Spirit provides a connector, and I'm just showing it to you here. So you plug in the adapter to the back of your fog machine. And then Cerebus on the control box has another long wire. It should be the only wire you have left. And you're just going to connect that to the little box. The instructions are actually very clear. But so there's your wire. Just plug it in. And one thing that I loved about this little controller is it has a light on it, which will let you know when your fog machine is actually heated up to temperature. So here's the little light I was talking about. So you plug your fog machine in, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with the fog. I'm kind of excited, because this is what I remember from Spirit Halloween when we saw it. I always wanted a dog, and now I have 3. Laugh out loud. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween, everyone.